families don't care about them. People whose families don't care about them, are they ones who usually care about school a whole lot? No. Okay. A lot of times we do well in school because we want to impress our parents. I mean, like, some people are like that. What other people would not eat eat dinner with their family at night?
People whose parents
Well,
work
okay, here's too many things. We'll start with Cameron.
If they've lost family members.
Okay, if they've lost family members, and a lot of times, especially recently, if you've recently lost a family member, it's hard to care about school in that case, right? Okay, KJ?
Yeah, I was saying the
Okay.
Me?
Sure.
People who work at night.
Okay, if your parents work at night, are you able to have dinner with them? No? If they work at night, are you able to talk about school with them at all?
No.
So are they going to be supporting you at home to be successful in school?
That's in the morning.
Huh? But can you have enough time to talk with them in the morning as you would at night?
You get on the bus, so.
You're about to go out to the bus. Are you working on your homework in the morning?
No.
No.
And I know most of us aren't working on it at night, but for those of us who are working on it at night, can our parents maybe help us in some way, shape, or form? Yes. And you also have to remember, this is not just talking about high school students. I think it's a little bit different at the high school level, but this is true. We're talking about for elementary and middle school as well, right? So students who eat dinner with their family often are more likely to have better grades. That's true, but that's more because they, let's just say the parents or the guardians are able to be more invested. In grades. Right? Those parents are able to be more invested in their grades or in their education, and so it's easier for them to talk about things. I will also say, and please understand, I'm not saying this is true for everybody, but do you know which families typically sit down with each other and have dinner together every single night?
The ones that are forced to.
Middle and upper class, right? Do you want to know what the number one predictor of how successful you're going to be in school is?
You ready?
How much money your parents make. The number one predictor, and this is again where I struggle with the way that we teach things, is the number one predictor of how successful people are going to be in high school and in college is how much money their parents have. Why? Because those parents are the ones who are sitting down and investing more in the education. They're the ones who are paying for tutors. They're the ones who are doing all these things to make sure that their kid is getting the education that they need. Also, lower class families, those kids usually have to work every single day or multiple times a week, and it's harder to do your homework in that case. There are a lot of factors, and also please understand, you say why, right? I'm giving you multiple reasons why this is true. Huh?
Like in some situations.
Yes, well, and this is like an overarching, these are the patterns that we've seen overall. It's not true for everybody, right? And as we have to understand, statistics is not every single case everywhere, it's what is the norm, what do we expect to see. And also, just in general, lower class families, a lot of times, those parents didn't get an education, and so they don't care about their kid getting an education. And I'm not saying that that's always the case, but that is actually what we have seen with the data, right? That's what, when we look at data, that's what we see across the board. And so there's a lot of factors, right? And that's why I'm trying to change the way that we teach education, because your education matters. It does, a whole lot. And you're capable of more than what we've necessarily been told we're capable of doing before. And so I'm trying to make sure that if you have my class and you pass my class, that you have a good shot at being successful in college, no matter what background you come from. Okay? So does that make sense? Like, again, those are overarching ideas. It's not true for every single family, but that is a big factor for a lot of people. Okay? Ready to move on? Any questions? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so now we're going to look at the textbook. So we've already talked pretty heavily about observational studies, but we are looking at activity 1.2, and I need you to work through 1.2 for the rest of class. Once you get to 1.3, you can stop, but we need to knock out 1.2 hopefully by the end of this class. Because by that point, you should have a good background and be ready for the homework.
Okay.
M-69 or so? M5-69, I should say. I think it's 69. Is that right? 69? Yeah, that was actually a guess. But I knew it was somewhere around there. Alright, so M5-69, remember again, active collaboration, talking, discussing, helping each other learn and grow. That's what this is all about.